Okay, the background and stuff. I see you, bro.
Right here.
Yeah. Trying to create a little background, a little backdrop, but I got to get a little logo person to get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? But we got the little East Alondra podcast, EA podcast. Listen to some game. You feel me? And for this little episode, I got my boy Vontae in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's the deal, y'all? I'm sorry I'm eating, but my name is Malone. I'm an independent rapper, songwriter, singer from Compton, California. Ooh, we had technical difficulty. Compton, California. I've been doing my little thug thizzle. We've been rocking since high school and shit. So I had to come through for the podcast and excuse the technical difficulties.
Always. And Breezy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good? It's BreezyAli. You feel me? I'm from Carson. I'm from a little bit of everywhere, but yeah, mostly Carson. Independent artist, rapper, and I do a little bit of other stuff, photography, videos. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty much it, man.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and just dive into it, man. Let's just dive into just the life of being like an unsigned artist and having all these side hustles as far as, whether you doing, shooting videos, producing beats, you covering songs, you doing features, you know what I'm saying? It's a grind, you feel me? So talk about the grind of an unsigned artist, trying to gravitate your audience, trying to create your own style, the whole nine. Like, so what's the process like?
Man, well, firstly, I just feel like overall it's important to get your hands tapped in with all these things, For me, like, it's been, as a independent artist, you got to get out here, get these videos, make sure your promotion on point. So I felt like it was imperative that I learn how to do the photography, how to do the videos, because it was times I hit up videographers, they flaked on me hella times. So that's why I really tapped into that. As a up and coming artist, it's just overall hard because you got people that's gonna show love and you don't even know if it's real love or not. So you feel me? You gotta just watch how you rocking out here. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to make sure my style stay authentic. And that's gonna be the most important in the game, you know what I'm saying? And just networking, man. It's just really getting out here networking, which goes hand in hand with doing these videos and photography for other people. And for myself, most importantly.
Right. And what's your message to a few artists that just think it's easy to hop into the rap game and just to get this shit going? All they got to do is have a couple little fly bars and beats, throw a couple little videos and shit. People think it's real simple to get out there.
I would say there are people that are lucky and able to maneuver in that manner. But if we being realistic, like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of networking. It's a lot of staying up all night. It's a lot of taking time and actually creating your own space, your own lane, figuring out how you want to sound, how you gonna market yourself, who is gonna listen to you. There's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You're like, being an artist is like having 85 jobs on top of your everyday job.
Especially if you ain't got no management, man. And a lot of people be getting the management confused with an investor. You ain't gonna just get a manager that's gonna put all this money. You got to put money into all this stuff. This, like he said, this stuff just don't happen. Like, you got to have all that money, put it into yourself. I'll just say investment is important. Getting merch is important. That's another thing I got. I got a clothing line, which I forgot to mention. You gotta put that merch out there. Let people know who you are. You feel me? All that's important, man. It's all trial and error. You got to get out here and really take the risk.
Yeah, you got to learn too. Like, be on your shit, because at the end of the day, people be acting like they want to help you and shit. And if you an artist that don't got your like BMI and shit like that, and you playing songs for people, niggas can steal shit and you can't do shit about it.
Yeah, exactly. How to protect yourself as an artist. And as well, you tapped on something that I wanted to get into as far as networking. And y'all from Cali. So, this is where it's a huge, music capital. So it's plenty of artists, plenty of producers, so it's really hard to come out. So, that grind is much different. So for the audience who not from Cali and they looking like, damn, man, it's like millions of artists. Like, how y'all planning on, grinding to get yourselves, noticed and things like that. Then like Vontae was saying, you got motherfuckers that want to flake on you, they want to hate on you and all of that. And it's hard to get that group economics and get that group building, so much competition in LA. So speak about that competition, that's going in LA and how to rise above that.
That's man.
I can say I've experienced this because when I first started music, I felt like people was like, okay, we gonna support bro because he just doing music and da da da. And then as my shit started to get streams and I started to progress and get better, I started to see that niggas start to look at me as more competition and not like somebody they can just, just brush to the side. And I'm like, for me as a person, like when I record anything, unless it was like some type of beef behind me recording something, like I don't never think about like, oh, I gotta be better than this nigga, or I can't work with this nigga because he popular than me. Like I don't think like that. Like I always think like, like whatever I'm doing, let me do better than the last.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And niggas be on some whole other shit, like worried about just shit that don't got nothing to do with being an artist. Like if you was doing your shit, you ain't gotta worry about what the next nigga doing.
Right. Facts.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of times it's niggas that can be bigger than you and they worried about what you doing.
Right.
And it's like, that means you got too much time in your hands. You gotta what you doing, sir?
Yeah, you feel
so it's weird. And that goes hand in hand with like just a lot of artists out here don't want to. They get to a point where they mess with you, and then when it comes time to build, or they see you doing something a little, you getting a little bit ahead. You get those people that just, you feel me? They start that competition right there instead of building, being an artist in the same local areas. Like you got those artists that don't want to build. They just start hating as soon as you might have a song that's kind of taking off, and right then and there you start seeing the envy. Like that comes with this too. It comes with the territory of this music a lot.
Yeah, so I would say like, really, if you really want to be an artist and you like do like people that do music, don't look for their support. Not like it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying like do your own thing, make your own lane, because at the end of the day, if a nigga think you trying to come into his lane, they gonna be some haters that gonna support you.
Right.
And just be like, this shit is tough. There's days where I'll be like, fuck this shit, because niggas be haters and I'm not getting streams, and but then again, I'm like, if niggas in China listening to my shit and Amsterdam and fucking New Zealand and shit, somebody listening, so fuck it, that's to keep me going. To actually motherfuckers hating on me really be my motivation to do better. Like, oh, so y'all say I'm not doing this? All right, watch. So it'd be like that for me.
So what are some of the benefits of, building a team? You know what I'm saying? Like you already saying you got an audience, that's, extends outside the United States and everything. So what's the benefits of just having a team instead of everybody just trying to be on some individual shit? Oh, I'm a part of this up and coming label. You a part of a different up and coming label. We can't come together and do no collaboration. So like, what's a good plan to bring motherfuckers together in this music industry? As far as unsigned artists, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, building that team is important because along with this, you want to make sure you got like somebody who can help you, a team that can help you market, you know what I'm saying, and advertise and push. Like you need a street team, just the benefits of all that. And then on top of like, for instance, I got this camera, so why wouldn't I pass it down to the next person? That way they building a team. I don't have to hold that camera all the time. I got somebody to shoot me. Like, just everything that goes hand in hand is the benefits of like, having a team.
And I was, like I said, back to networking, like people be so bougie and act like they better than somebody or they can't fuck with people. Like you don't know who you like missing out on or what opportunity you're missing out because you're being weird and shit like that. Like, so I always go into a space like I want to meet people, I want to network, I want to learn. That's like my mentality. I want to learn and grow. So I would say, like with me and Breezy, she literally just shot my video. She did my photo shoots for me. So it's like, start with people that you really fuck, like build a bond people that you fuck with, like, or my producer, like I really fuck with him. Like, so it's like, you got to start small and then people see eventually, but like, you got to really, like your team got to start with people that you actually fuck with and want to see you work, do better. Or like, you got to have a network of people that like someone does music. So you do videos, this person edits, this person does that. You got to start making your shit like that to where y'all don't got to go outside of each other for things,
Exactly. Right. Keep the money in-house. You feel me?
Exactly.
So that's how I feel about that. But it's just, I feel like I don't think there's no way to make that happen because people are people. So I think it's just more so like the type of person and where that person's headspace is and where they want to be and stuff. Because like I'm always open to work with people and collab and different people bring different vibes out of you. So I just feel like they got to be up to these people that want to do something like that and bring themselves together.
Right. It's crazy too, to elaborate on the building. It's crazy because the people I'm building with are simply people. It's like my family, but at the end of the day, I still stay connected with people from high school. And it's people like I'm glad I stay connected with them because it's people I didn't even know did music. You see them, you reach out to them, and when it's a go, it's a go. Like I love staying connected with people like that, people you kind of know, like rather than bringing new people in. Bringing new people in is the scary part of building. So staying connected.
Right, because you can't trust everybody's work ethic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers can talk big. They got big visions, and then when it's time to put that work in, the shit don't, you know what I'm saying, come to fruition and shit. So I feel you on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what got me inspired about this whole little episode about digital distribution, which you about to get into right now, was the little Breakfast Club interview with Steve Stout, right? And he got like NLE Chopper with him, you know what I'm saying? And NLE Chopper basically talking about how he bet on himself. You know what I'm saying? He used United Masters, really trying to get on a different level. His mom is, I believe, is like his producer or his manager or something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And he was talking about all the benefits and everything that comes with United Masters. But, you know what I'm saying, as I did my homework, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, I seen that it was, you know, some pros and cons to it and everything. So do y'all know anything about United Masters, or do you guys have like a little testimony you can speak on and kind of like educate some unsigned artists, you know what I'm saying, about beware of this, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, it has these benefits and you might want to try it out. You know what I'm saying? Is it for everybody, or is it just for certain people?
I use United Masters, but I feel like because it's convenient for me at the time and like where I'm at as an artist. And I haven't really had any bad experiences with them. So, and now they offer a program where like if you pay for a service for the year, like when you do release music, you can release as much music as you want to, but you get your full royalties back. So I just think like with distributing services as an independent artist, you got to really look at like CD Baby and the DistroKid and all these places and see what really applies to you as an artist in your pockets. Cause we gotta be realistic. Like this shit costs money. So people act like they got it and shit. So like
before you go too far, educate the audience on, you know what I'm saying, United Masters, CD Baby, and what was the other one?
DistroKid.
Yeah, DistroKid. So where are they at? How are you comparing them, and which one's better, or which one's suited to a certain
artist? Well, United Masters is like if you're trying to, I haven't released a body of work yet, so I use United Masters because I'm just releasing singles. But like if you're like releasing albums and stuff like, or consistently releasing music with CD Baby and DistroKid, like they have subscriptions that you pay for. So it's like if you're the one that wants to release music consistently, I would say use that. And then also like with DistroKid, you know, they each of these services have different connections with different outlets. So it's kind of like I said, it comes down to you doing your research as an artist and what applies best to you, because like United Masters may plug you to Spotify playlists, something like that, and DistroKid may have some type of agreement with Apple Music. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for, what you want to do.
Right.
Like CD Baby is like my personal opinion, CD Baby is like the last thing I would probably use to release music. That's just my personal opinion, but I don't know how other people feel about that. But yeah, the reading about it doesn't seem like it's too beneficial for artists anyway.
Okay.
I stick with United too.
Okay, so talk about the purpose of a digital distribution and what an artist is actually looking forward into when they're looking for this digital distribution, because you can do it on your own, right? You don't really need to go through this company, right? You can damn near do it on yourself, right? You can get on Spotify yourself, get on Apple Music yourself, get on YouTube yourself. So like, what's the importance of using digital distribution companies? You know what I'm saying? What's the benefit of that?
Well, for one, if you're trying to distribute your music by yourself, that's just gonna be hella hard.
Yeah. Right.
And for two, it brings me back to this point I spoke about. Like I said, different distributing companies have different deals that can maybe be beneficial to you. Like I know United Masters pitches your music a lot to Spotify playlists, and so that could be beneficial to the artist. Like I said, really just what are you trying to do as an artist? Because a lot of people just make music and they don't really have no goal, or they don't have no idea where they're going. So it's like, if you're trying to become, you know, famous, then I don't know if this is for you, because fame is like some TikTok shit and you just trying to whatever. But with the distributing your music, because it's giving you access to different people you may not have access to. People can listen to your music in different countries. If somebody's playing your song, it can be Shazam. And then, you know, it's all of these things that, you know, are beneficial as an artist that like you don't necessarily have to have a label for. It's just all about doing your research and actually getting behind it and putting the work.
So. Yeah. Yeah. Just give me 1 second real quick. Yeah. All right. So yeah, as an unsigned artist, you know what I'm saying, digital distribution is an extremely key type of little business. So this is my little breakdown that I got from the little Steve Stout little breakfast club. So he's basically putting on independent artists and independent labels, right? So you can be both onto the United Masters. You can put X amount of artists on there, but they all have to pay a fee, right? Type little business, right? So they all have to pay a little fee. And then basically, you know, he has his little interest that he does. You know, his purpose is he's going to put your music out on all these platforms. But also he collects, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of money out of the payout. So I think he takes like what, 10% for like the basic service. Yeah, I believe he takes 10%, you know what I'm saying? That includes no service. He just giving you all distribution. So a lot of shit's like for free, you know what I'm saying, on the United Masters part. And then he has these upgraded services where he's going to give you marketing, promo, branding. United Masters has struck a deal with like what, NBA and 2K. So he has all these things. You can put your placements, has all these opportunities for artists to use, you know, zero upfront fees. But then, you know what I'm saying, he kind of limits people to about like 5 stores, you know, you're one artist. They're saying you can only release 1 song per month type things. You know, you have no branding opportunities due to the, it's a thing in there called the writer's verse refusal. So if you upload any music to United Artists, you can't have a third party deal with anybody else. So the writer verse refusal, basically, you can't have a third party. United Masters can match any deal that a third party presents. United Masters can get involved with any deal that is presented to you or that you're trying to go ahead and get yourself involved. They can also block that deal, and they can also delay the deal with the writer's verse refusal. And we're trying to figure out this distro, and CD Baby also have the same thing. I was talking with Beans and Producer 91 about it. And they were saying that they were still doing their research on that as far as do they also have some of these clauses. So these are some of the things that a lot of people are kind of like veering away from, I guess, United Master, because they're, even though they're saying they're not a label, they're on the behalf of you acting as a label, right? Because, you know, they're basically taking your music, they're giving you your opportunities, they're sending it to all these different platforms. You may can get it on 2K, you may can get it on TNT for an NBA basketball game like that. But they're like, we're the ones who are responsible for striking these deals moving forward, because we also want to cut for any fame, or if you're bubbling, we want to get credit for all of that, no matter what platform or distribution, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get your external music onto. So, and then basically you basically can go back and try to protect yourself, you know, through royalties and, you know, sound exchange and things like that. So that's kind of like the little mixture people are having with United Masters. So are you kind of seeing that same thing as far as with like CD Baby and Distro Kid too? Like, are they even far worse as far as that aspect? Or if you're an upcoming artist, you shouldn't even worry about it anyway. You're trying to bubble, you know what I'm saying, off, you know, rip.
I think more so, I haven't really used CD Baby with just the research I've done on it. It just wasn't for me personally. It might be for the next person, but Distro Kid, like I said, they have different things they offer, like 2K and stuff is like a big thing. So like if you're United Masters, that's a big thing. Like if you know, people play that online and things like that. So that could really boost your career. So with the clauses, I guess the United Master has, it's like the wording of it probably scares people.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if you really don't have no management, you don't have no PR team, you don't have nobody pushing you, like by you having access to those type of things, those could be beneficial to you. And all you're doing is paying 10%. So I would say, think about it like this: if you're paying a manager 20% and whatever you make off the deal, because that's your manager.
Right.
Versus you just paying a flat 10% rate on something and you're still getting 90% of what you do. Right. Versus you got to pay 20% to your manager, and then whatever finder's fee your manager has, and then the taxes on that, and so on and so forth. So I just think the situation is beneficial to how you want to market yourself. Like if you're a person that already has like a team behind you and people pushing you and, you know, pitching you to people, then you might want to go with DistroKid, because that way you're still getting the same distribution. It's just not the same. The benefits aren't the same, but you're not getting they're not taking from you as much, because it's like DistroKid, I would feel like somebody's more established already.
Yeah,
I would say. And United Masters for that artist that's trying to be established or become established. That's my personal opinion.
Exactly. And that's why I thought like NLE Chopper was like a bad example to use, because he already was bubbling before he met United Masters. So it just made United Masters look even more attractive.
Right.
And then he was already like really skilled in branding. That's what Steve Stout background is in branding. So he's like a mastermind in this. He just like, bruh, I've been trying to put Jay-Z on a lot of these commercials. I've been trying to put a lot of these big artists since 2001. Like I've been trying to do this. And now he was like so amazed that, you know, Wiz Khalifa got all type of like household name products that he's doing marketing for. He's like, damn, back in the day, y'all didn't like his image for this type of product. You know what I'm saying? But now everything cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's what his main strive was, branding. So he brought that to United Masters. And that's why he has these NBA connections and his 2K connections. And I'm thinking like, as an unsigned artist, that's way more attractive than what DistroKid or CD Baby can present, because like, damn, what deals and branding can you offer? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I still get these type of deals, you know what I'm saying, through United Masters type of little thing? But I totally understand the people who thrive, you know what I'm saying, in those type of digital distributions is people like, you know what I'm saying, NLE Chopper, because you already bubbling. So you're already kind of coming in with a little bit of hot of a name, and then boom, you taking off with a little money. Because like he said, I ain't never walked around with a new artist until he came around. But it's like, damn, ain't nobody signed up for United Masters either as a big name artist either. So he's kind of like the first kid to really bank on himself. So I'm trying to figure out what's the importance of even signing to a label anyway, or is it just better to be independent?
Once again, I just think it's a situation as an artist. Like if you don't have that money, that backing, you might want to sign with an independent label. But if you are like, I feel like the difference is between the artist that's building themselves, that doesn't have money, versus an artist who has a following and their like streams are doing good because they've been producing themselves. So like you have a better chance to negotiate a deal or be independent because of your following. And that's what artists got to realize. Like at the end of the day, yeah, we make music, but we're not the ones listening to it and buying it, you know?
Yeah, right.
So we got to think about how we're going to market that and how you build your fan base, how you continue to grow as an artist. That way you can be the person who makes the decision as to far as, do you want to sign to a label or do you want to remain independent?
Okay. And Breezy, what's your vision on that?
I pretty much feel the same as like, you know, what he said. You got to have that backing. You know what I mean? But I definitely agree with what he's saying.
I just feel like people be trying to make this shit sweet. Like, this shit costs money.
It's money.
This shit costs sweat, tears, frustrations, aggravations, headaches.
Right, right.
Exactly. Questioning yourself. It's a lot of shit. Like,
and there's a lot of questioning yourself. Like, once you get that one, I don't know, once you get that one negative vibe, you really start, and that doubt lasts for a minute. It's not like you just shake it off, man. It's just a lot of questioning. This music industry is a lot of questioning.
Right.
Every perspective.
In the music industry, like I said, it's a lot of sharks and everything. So how do unsigned artists and these upcoming artists, how do they protect themselves as far as, you know, protecting either you're a producer, you're trying to protect your beats, you're a rapper, you're trying to protect your tracks. What's the layers of making sure you keeping your ownership and making sure, you know what I'm saying, nobody's able to go ahead and take from you and things like that? So what's some steps that unsigned artists need to be taking whenever they are creating a track, producing the track, once they put it out? What are the layers that they need to be taken care of to make sure, hey, ain't nobody gonna rip me off? I'm gonna keep all my masters, I'm gonna keep my royalties, my streaming royalties. How can they protect themselves? And what do you use to protect yourself?
Man, I try to keep everything as original, like from my beats, like just knowing like a personal relationship with my producer, original beats. I protect them lyrics. I'm with BMI, so I register all my lyrics.
Just and to educate the audience, what is BMI? What is that?
It's basically, it's like there's ASCAP and there's BMI. I signed to BMI just to protect all of everything I do, like the royalties and everything. It deals with royalties. So I'm with BMI. So anything I do when I know I need my lyrics protected and registering my songs and stuff, I do it all through there.
Yeah, me as well. I would say that artists, you gotta we're not artists because we don't have label. Like, we're not just an artist because we don't have labels. So you're your manager, you're your PR, you're everything until you get to that point where you have somebody doing that stuff for you. So educate yourself and when you dealing with producers or you dealing with people recording your music, don't be afraid to ask questions, because at the end of the day, you're the artist and you paying for your studio time, you paying for that. So be on top of your own shit. You can't
play yourself.
Yeah, and don't allow people to do things for you that you don't know about or you don't have any input on, because that shit really affects you down the line. Just like I said, educate yourself, register your lyrics, know who you working with, know what you're doing, like pay attention, like don't just be the artist and be like, well, I'm just here to record. Like, no,
you gotta be in control. You definitely have to be in control of your situation. If you're an independent artist, you can't let nobody push you for your shit, because it's people that'll really just rob your stuff, man.
Right, like, and don't be playing people unreleased music unless
crazy.
You really fuck with them, because niggas will steal. I done had niggas try to steal 2 of my songs, and I wasn't even. This was years ago before I even started really even doing music. So that was a lesson for me. That was like, oh shit, how do I like protect myself from a situation like this again? And then I started to get on Google, like, okay, BMI, register your lyrics, make sure that you're registered as a writer in music. Oh, and another thing, when you do songs with people, get your fucking writer's credit.
Writer's credit, yeah, add that in.
That's
writer's
important.
Credit. Okay.
It means something to me.
It's people, it's like DJs and stuff, they'll ask you to be on a track. But like I said, it's all about being in control of your situation, man. You got to control it. Like your non-negotiables need to be out there. Like, don't let these people like punk you though, because it's a lot of people that will.
Yeah, and like I said,
a lot of people that will.
People will say shit just because they may know you're not educated on a certain topic and fuck you over. And now you sitting here looking dumb, you can't do shit about it.
There's some bullies in this game for sure.
Just remember that you are your own entity. Like, there's no one that, like, you are the one that has control over everything that goes down. Like, you're the artist, but also you're the manager, the PR, you're all of these things right now because you're independent. So
that's why you need a team, man. You got to have that team so you can you could alleviate some of that weight off of
right.
You need a team. A team is important. A team is always important. No matter if it's 2 or 3 people, just build on that team.
And I'm super big on writer's credit, because I write all my music. So if I'm featured or I'm, a second lead artist on a single, I want my writer's credit, because that shows that you're a writer. You're making music. You're not just the vessel.
Yeah, that's why it's important to get your BMI or your ASCAP. A lot of people prefer the ASCAP because I think they offer a little bit more benefits. I just been with BMI, for.
Yeah, it's been working out fine for me.
But it's important, like when you write these songs, you should be already on that BMI and ASCAP. You should definitely be on that like immediately.
And if you finish the song and you feel like it's a hot song and you about to record it, register that motherfucker online.
For real.
Like lyric.
A lot of people lazy, man. That's like what you said. People think this shit is easy. You just go in the booth, blue face it, and you booming. That's what I mean. That's good if it's like that. But you can really go in there and freestyle a hot song, and you just lost it all because you didn't do nothing right. You didn't do nothing right. You're lazy. You like, I just made a hit. I'm chilling. Somebody could take that hit easy. I think, who is that? I mean, not to really throw no names out there, but I will. But like Stupid Young did that with one artist. I think he robbed his song, man. Like,
right?
It's just like, like. Just like, it's that easy, man.
Right, because like I said, niggas know you not educated on some shit. So, like, for instance, I've been on Clubhouse, and a lot of these artists, because people say they somebody, and they like, oh, I'm about to play my music, this is unreleased. I'm like, do you know how many people is in here? You don't know who the fuck in here listening. A&R people in here. So you just say you an independent artist. They know you don't got your shit registered. They know all this information, and you just play the unreleased song. Like, I don't think people realize how easy it is to get somebody to sit down and remake a beat and take your shit.
Yeah, you can strip it down, remake it, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And really make that motherfucker brand spanking new for somebody else. Or, like I said, outbid somebody and go straight to the producer and just go ahead and get exclusive rights straight from their asses. Just say, hey, I just stripped it right from you, and take off with your beat and your style, the whole little nine. So that's some wild shit.
It's a situation.
And niggas really do scandalous shit like that. And then it's like, as an artist, when it happened to you, is like, what could you really do?
That's your wake-up call right there.
All you can do is be like, well, damn, I gotta do better. So before you run into situations like that, be on your P's and motherfucking Q's. I'm telling you, because this shit is like, the music industry, niggas don't give a fuck. Like, it's who could I step on to get to somewhere before the next nigga?
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's weird like that. So I just say, like, just really be on your shit as an independent artist, because I didn't experience a lot of shit, and I'm not even nobody big yet. So I can only imagine if I didn't learn these lessons now, and I'm moving forward in my career, like what could happen. But by me experiencing certain things, I'm already keen and aware to like how people try to fast talk you and shit like that. Like I said on Clubhouse, you just literally say you're an independent artist, you don't got nothing registered, and you play the unreleased song, and you said, "Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna go when I'm dropping that." Do you know it's like 15 people like, "Oh shit, you hear this? Let's remake this. Let's drop this."
Yeah, with the quickness.
One thing
because people be so eager to be like, "Yeah, I got a song. And it's like it's like shit like that. You can't just be doing shit willy-nilly. Like I said, be on your business shit. So I don't know.
And then another piece of advice I would give to a younger artist, I feel like it's important to just start learning a lot of these tools early. Like just stay on it early, because like this is knowledge I gained within the years of doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go to bullshit studio, never understood mixing, never understood mastering, never understood quality over quantity when it comes to putting this music out. It's important. Like it's really important to put out some clarity. You know what I'm saying? Putting out good music overall. You know, you can have a trash ass song, but if the mixing and stuff isn't right, it's important, man. You can have a hot song, but that mix ain't right, it's not gonna play. Right. It's a 80% chance it could, but I mean, at the end of the day, you got to really be somebody.
Like I always say, like like the jerk era. Right. If you listen to the quality of those songs nowadays, it's like what we really didn't know shit about quality of music
at all.
Like we were just like, oh, this shit going. And as I'm doing music now and I'm listening to it, I'm like, what the fuck? This what the fuck I had my iPod full of.
For real, that shit was distorted as fuck. You can tell they was in the bathroom and all type of shit. Bro.
So I'm just like, now, we're in the age where it's like, this is the digital era. So people are like, we're competing with mainstream artists now because we're all at home.
Yeah.
Like everybody's at home. So it's like, you can't compete where you don't compare.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
If you starting to get comparison, then you competing. That's the problem. People don't want it. People are like mad about comparisons. Like when somebody compare me to somebody, I'd be like, oh, that must mean I'm doing something because you got this idea of your head, like, oh, you da 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 da. So I'm like, I don't never mind a comparison, but I know like that means I'm competing if I'm getting compared to somebody.
Yeah, definitely. It says a lot about your potential.
If no one's comparing you, nobody, or saying you sound like this or you could have did this, like that means you ain't doing it.
Right. So speaking from where the rap game was coming from, you know what I'm saying? We barely had YouTube coming up. You know what I'm saying? We had these little small little platforms to put our small little things to put our platform on. Now, technology is racing. You know what I'm saying? And Nipsey Hussle been saying this. You know what I'm saying? We starting to have like the powers in our own hands. So what do y'all see the future for, young producers and artists in the next 10 years or so, when we got all these digital, distribution companies, we got all these publishing companies that's helping to protect all these artists. We see that independent artists and labels are now on the rise type business. A lot of people are not so going for the damn, these record label contracts where they kind of taking slave deals a bit. So what's y'all vision, for the music industry heading forward? Damn near pushing towards 2030, I should say now. Shit.
I'm saying this actually, I would say in the next 5 years, the playing field is going to be leveled. I feel like because the way everyone's on the internet, everyone's at home, everybody's looking for something. Yeah. So you go looking for something, you're gonna find some shit. Now you feel me? So now that, even with performances, like big name celebrities, they can't even do performances now. So they're doing shit at home. Yeah. So now I feel like the shit that they're coming up with is giving us as independent artists ideas of what we can do and create our own content in that matter. So it's like now the playing field is becoming leveled and we're going to actually be in the same league as these big artists because everybody's at home. Like, so now it's like, as an artist, what do you do differently to catch that viewer at home? And I feel like by the way the internet is going, you just go viral one time and you good. You find that shit. You study the analytics of things and you figure it out. And now, boom, I'm competing with NBA Youngboy, NLE, all these people.
Yeah, for sure. I think as we progress, everybody's figuring things out. This technology is allowing things to just get a little more easy. soon, I just think we're not going to really even need producers because you already got these programs already put in loops together for you. It's going to be so easy. You can just grab anything and throw it on some digital platform. And like, it's going to be easy. And there's going to be, I think there's going to be multiple digital platforms that allows underground artists to rise. And like he said, be competing with these top people. Like it's gonna be more than as technology advances. All I can say is I just feel like it's gonna be very easy to get things done and go around people, go around producers, go around because they're building different. Like you go on YouTube right now and look up how to make a beat. They're gonna show you a whole kit that tell you, oh, you can use these loops and make a beat. You don't need it's gonna be clean, sounding clean. You could distort it. All you need to do is just put it in the Fruity Loops, fix it up. It's gonna get really easy for people in a minute. Everybody's gonna be doing it, and I feel like a lot of things are gonna. It could be a good thing or a bad thing. I really can't even call it. But.
Right. And
that's another thing too. Yeah, because like I said, there's a lot of people on the West Coast that's trying to create that East Coast sound and feel. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't already master the West Coast, and it's the same thing on the East. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to master the West Coast sound. So how is collaborating with different artists outside of state? You know what I'm saying? And inside your city, how has that been? Y'all feel like it's much easier? You know what I'm saying, to collaborate with people out of state? Or, people
my experience is because I've been on Clubhouse, like networking. And so many people out of state was like, oh, I want to vibe with you on a collab, da-da-da. Now, being that we are in a California environment, a lot of motherfuckers feel like, now you before me, nigga. Like, so, for me, like, it's hard to work with Cali artists because it's like, I've gotten taken off of songs because I've rapped better than the person before or didn't get my credit. And it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, why you do that? So it's like, I feel like with California is more so like if you work with people, it's kind of like motherfuckers that you've been fucking with. Or like, they may have gotten introduced to you and they like, oh, I want to vibe with you and I want to connect. Like niggas 9 times out of 10 is not trying to link with somebody they feel like is on the rise.
Yeah. And why is that? Because we see Atlanta bands together. Atlanta got their sound. All they artists is coming out like goddamn, everywhere. You feel me? Florida them band together.
People in Atlanta came together. People in Atlanta ain't haters. If you think about, okay, let's take for instance, me and Breezy just talking about this. Oakland literally puts on all they artists.
Yeah.
If you pop in from Oakland, Too Short is gonna grandfather you in. E40 is gonna grandfather you in.
It's the underground love.
Now, if you get popping from here, you gotta have a radio hit. You gotta be famous. Then Snoop Dogg might fuck with you. Or if you gotta pop in that single, then here comes the gang. They might want to fuck with you. Like it's not because they see you grinding and they see your ethic. It's like, oh, I see you have potential and you got a hit record, so now I'm gonna fuck with you. Oakland always shows love to the up and coming artists. Atlanta always shows love. The people that came before in Atlanta always show love to the up and coming, and we don't have that on this part of the California, like the west coast of California, LA and shit. That's not the same way. Niggas is like, hell no, that nigga pop in, he might blow up before me if I work with that nigga. Fuck no, I ain't gonna share my fans with this nigga.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because like I said, we see
all to eat, so I never get it.
Right. We seen Jay-Z get to a point where he put on artists. We seen Wayne and Baby get to a point where they go ahead and put on artists. But it's like, I'm not really seeing that out of DJ Quick. I'm not really seeing that out of, what I'm saying, too much. Well, Snoop probably is doing what he got to do. He probably got some probably artists that he's throwing out.
Snoop don't be doing shit because he want to do it. Snoop be like, okay, I'm about to drop a single or I want to come back out. And this is the person that's popping from LA right now. So I'm a
right.
I mean, Snoop is messing with a lot of young artists. He got a little track with NBA YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop show love, man.
But NBA, he not from here.
He not, but I'm saying like it's just crazy. Like he's showing love, like you know what I'm saying. Within I get it, but like
I'm like it's strategic love. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but
I mean it's cool, but like I said, like just for us, we don't get that support as up and coming artists because it's like if you're not beneficial to the person that you want support from, it's like nah, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Instead of people seeing the potential from Jump Street and actually taking time to learn the new artists and then be like, okay, they look like they can go somewhere. Let me help them. Like Atlanta is always willing to help their new artists come up. That's why they're so successful. That's why they're running the music right now.
Exactly. And I'm not trying to be biased or nothing, but I really feel like West Coast music has the best music, like lyrically, when it comes to beats and everything. But damn, we so damn divided. We can never come out as a whole West. You know what I'm saying? It's always North Cal versus SoCal. or you know what I'm saying, we come in second to third place to all these other states, and we the music capital. Every time these rappers get big, they move it straight to Cali. They come in our way anyway. You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke, you know, damn near passed away. All these other artists want to come over to Cali so damn fast after they get done booming. But it's like, damn, you feel me? Like, shit, we already got the lifestyle, we got the culture, we got all of that. But it just seemed like we cannot come together as a whole coast, you feel me, and become the number one motherfuckers in rap, because that's what we is. Everybody taking our swag, our vibes, everything, and they kind of running off with this shit. And then when we do it, they kind of like, oh, look at them Cali niggas trying to act like they from Atlanta, or they trying to act like they from Florida. Nigga, this is our style. You just put that bullshit ass accent, dialect, and weird ass dance moves on the shit, and now y'all think it's y'all's.
Yeah, they merging it.
But see, we California is allowing this shit. You feel me?
On the real, yeah.
Because it's like, look, even like it's always white. It's always people always make a competition between YG and Tiger.
Right.
Like, why we can't have both?
You feel me?
Why we can't have RJ and Joe Moses?
Why
we can't have Kendrick and J Rock?
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's why like, I respect the old school when they merged, when they did the West Side Connections. You know what I'm saying? When they got the little Mac 10, Ice Cube, everybody basically came together to make this one kind of group. And they basically said, you know what I'm saying, blue and reds make green. Let's go ahead and put this bullshit aside. Because they seen the niggas in the East was eating. They like, man, look at these niggas in the East eating. And they just eating because they doing it as a team. You know what I'm saying? Our old school 90s rappers, you know what I'm saying, knew that. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, we haven't came back to that right now. Now we kind of got what, TDE, we probably got one or two more other, you know what I'm saying, big labels that's coming out of the West. And then that's kind of it. Everybody else is just fighting for individual status type little business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I'm like, I'm always willing to collab with people, because you don't know what you're gonna make with a new person. You don't know what type of vibe you're gonna make. You don't know if you're gonna make a Billboard hit single, but by you being so stuck in your head, like, nah, I'm not finna fuck with that nigga. Nah, hell no.
Right. Exactly. And then what Beans and everybody was saying was you know, whenever you put out, you know, certain these little projects, you know, depending on if you're the artist or you're the producer, you only getting a small percentage. You know what I'm saying? If you fucking around with a label, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, that 20% get cut to 4% and all type of other little shit's going on. You know what I'm saying? So some people just feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to come up with back-to-back, you know what I'm saying, fire tracks. That's for one, you know what I'm saying? And then for one to get off the ground, it's goddamn just difficult all in one. So, you know what I'm saying? Protecting your rights and your royalties is just automatic, just priority. You feel me? As an unsigned artist, that is just priority. Make sure you get all yours, because you putting in countless hours fucking anyway. Might as well get all your dividends, you know what I'm saying, as you fucking around doing
big fact.
Anything other than that, you hustling backwards, you know what I'm saying? And then also we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, like you were saying, like you got to damn near have merchandise as well. You can't just be an artist and rely just on your sound, right? You got to have multiple things to give out to your consumers. So what are some multiple things that y'all giving out to y'all consumers?
I haven't done any merch yet. I have plans on it.
Okay, so what's your plans? What's your visions?
Mine is more so like right now I'm just focused on music. So like I'm focusing on my sound and where I'm putting my sound and where I want my sound to expand. And then as that comes in, then I'll start introducing like shit like lighters and shit like this little quick shit that people can fuck with real fast.
Okay, so, I see where you going. You trying to think outside the box. Everybody got a hat, everybody got a t-shirt, everybody coming out with this. So you trying to think a little bit outside the box that you can like also
shit that people don't really think is useful but be useful.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got a Tizzle keychain, like, but it's just a keychain, but I didn't make $5.
Right.
And then you also want to make sure that your merchandise fits within who you are. Like I can see him, you know, putting out lighters. You know,
I smoke.
Stoner, you know me? So it's like you want to put out those type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want nobody, like when I do merch, I don't want nobody to think like, oh, I'm trying to just make money off of him. Like he trying to make money off me. Like if I sell merch, it's gonna be something like I said, lighter or a little weed pouch, something that like that I would normally use for myself.
Right, like how Wiz got the raw papers and shit.
Right, just like that.
Yeah.
My merch is gonna be relatable, like she said, to myself and like my everyday lifestyle. So if you're a fan of mine and you see the shit that I do, you're like, oh, okay, I see what he put his blunt when he rolled his backwood. He put it in this little jar. What is that little jar? Boom, they on sale $2.99 on my outside. Like, you know, like,
on me. Exactly. That's gonna be some video placement here soon. You feel me, Breezy? She's gonna be doing a little zoom in on it. Boom, bam. Shit, the product not even on the shelf just yet, but it's getting promoted early. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get his cameo in. So I feel it.
But yeah, shoot, for me, I mean, I'm my own walking billboard, man. This is my little hat right here. It's called, my brand is called The Realize. And again, it's true to me. You feel me? Every day I wake up, I try to, like, you know, realize what I value out of life. So it's true to me. I'm big on clothes and fashion. So I got tracksuits, hats, shirts. I got all the basics, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking to expand certain items, but I don't know what just yet. But I got the basics. It's important to just make sure everything is true to you, even the music, man. Everything got to be authentic, man. Right. And that's what's most important.
People, I don't think people forget that. Yeah, you can make hot singles and hot tracks, but eventually people want to know, what are you as an artist?
Yeah, exactly. So I got two questions that I want to ask y'all before we go ahead and wrap this up. Is when you creating, or you know what I'm saying, when you're about to create your full body project, right? So are y'all coming in, you know what I'm saying, with either a theme, you know what I'm saying, a whole purpose to the entire album? You know, a lot of people, like, you know, Wayne got the Carter, you know what I'm saying? It's the introduction to him, his life, you know what I'm saying? So we knew who the hell Dwayne Carter was. Before that, it's just Lil Wayne, you feel me? But he just like, hey, I'm gonna introduce myself, you know what I'm saying, and where I come from, my whole struggle. And then I can get to the whole bullshit that I've been making, you know what I'm saying, as far as trap music, whatever little other shit that he's doing. But he's like, I gotta introduce the world, you know what I'm saying, to me and my story, you know what I'm saying? So have y'all created a project like that just yet, or is that up and coming? Talk about some of y'all upcoming projects.
Well, I'm working on a mixtape, and it's gonna be called Ratchet Poppy.
Okay.
And it's gonna be like, you know how we was in school turned up at the parties and shit?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a grown and sexy vibe, but still in that same lane. Okay. So for me, I'm just like, I want to dominate the club scene. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on like playing with different songs that resonate good in clubs and shit like that. And then eventually I want to get into stuff more about my life. But right now, I like to make music because I like to have fun, and that's what I listen to, and I want to listen when I listen to music. So I want to put that in my music as of now.
How many projects do you feel like you're gonna put out before you actually do the projects that's dedicated to telling your story?
I honestly can't say, because I would say, as for me, I'm not gonna be putting out content if it's not being received properly.
Right.
So it depends on how my music is received and how I grow from each different project.
Okay.
So that's what I'll say for me.
All right. And Breezy?
Yes, for me, man, I'm really big. I'm just one of those artists. When I get to the studio or when I write a song, I'm really writing in my element. Some of my songs are just fun. Some of them I'm a sing on. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is I just take it slow. You feel me? So I drop a lot of singles. I drop my singles on United, you know, get them on Spotify, all the platforms. But I am working on a project, but I'm waiting to see if I'm going to pick through these singles first and compile them together. But I want it to be a good compilation of everything that I feel. You know, I want my album to be, my little project to be different. So I'm just dropping singles right now. You know, whoever catch a vibe off of it, whatever I see is doing good, I'm gonna just try to go from that. You know, then I'm gonna build the body around that, the title and everything. So that's how I play it.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So you don't have like a set amount of projects before you go ahead and introduce your entire story, you know what I'm saying, to your audience?
I feel like it's your story. Like, for me, I will write something and then be over it in 2 days. So I just be like, I learned to let my music come more organically. So like when I do record a song, I don't listen to no other artists before that day.
Right.
I may take a little shot to loosen myself up, smoke a blunt.
You know, all day. You know,
and then I like try to vibe to and then I try to vibe to the song, because my past experiences, like me trying to force myself to be on something, it was cool, but it didn't flow properly because I didn't really feel it. I just fit myself on there. So when I started to make songs that just vibed and came to me in a moment, because a lot of my hit songs happened in like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I heard it, I'm like, boom, 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 let me write it down. the songs I really took my time on, I feel like I feel like are dope songs. They didn't resonate well with people because they were so personal to me.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part too, as an artist, just getting like sometimes you could get too personal, and that'd be why you lose your audience. So you got to really make sure you mesh everything in. It's crazy because you want to think about yourself, but you got to think about everyone else. You know what I'm saying? That's what's probably also taking me a minute to kind of, you know what I'm saying, put a personal project out, because when I do that, I want to make sure I have everything together. Like I have those singles people can go to, but at the end of the day, when you want to know who is Breezy, well, not even Breezy, when you want to know who Brianna is, you feel me? You gonna listen to that. And when you want to know who Breezy is or what she was feeling like when she made, in that moment when she made that song, you got them singles you could pick at. But it's really like making sure I'm dedicating it to everybody and myself. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a personal project, I'm just also in life, I just feel like I'm still finding myself. I'm still figuring things out, not even just personally, like everything. You know what I'm saying, like just the way we live now, like everything is taking a toll on people differently. So I'm just trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So I use that towards my music. So, you know, anything could happen out of that. My project can be based around all the things I think about, you know. So it's just really figuring myself out before I put that project out. Authenticity is it, man.
Yeah, definitely. And y'all basically rolled right into my last question perfectly about people who are forcing things and being one-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all message to those artists that's just kind of stuck in that one-dimensional writer's block? You know what I'm saying? They just trying to fit a certain thing. Like we got a lot of artists that just want to do strictly trap music. They want to just bust guns, talk ratchet, all this other little shit. It's like, that's not your lifestyle for one. You know what I'm saying? We also feed off of energy, and we can kind of tell like, hey, bro, that really ain't you. You know what I'm saying? So like, what do you say about these people who just one-dimensional? They're just trying to fit themselves into tracks. You know what I'm saying? And instead of just being authentic, let it come real. You know what I'm saying? And just let this damn, you know, conscious rap kind of go just a little bit.
I feel like, I don't want to sound too harsh with it, but I feel like those people are scared of themselves. Like they're scared to fully be them. And that's just the realism of it. Like, I think they're just scared to, because that would make music so much different if people really spoke from what they're feeling, and not like you can, like you said, when you go to the studio, you don't want to go there listening. I don't listen. Sometimes I don't even listen to the radio, nothing, because I want to make sure I'm sounding like me. I want to make sure I sound like this goofy, kickback, laid back, but lit at the same time person. I want to make sure I'm expressing me. A lot of people want to express everybody else. So I just feel like they're really scared of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Because I talked to one artist before, and he basically explained why he does what he does is because he studies trends. And he like, well, it seemed like trap rap is the biggest trend. If I make that track, that's going to be the easiest one to get out, because it's hard to make people dance. It's hard to make people feel some type of way. But he just like, trap shit, anybody can talk about being gutta and all of this. And you know what I'm saying? If somebody feel it, you'll fuck around to be a Monte, you know what I'm saying, or a Montana 300 type little shit, you know what I'm saying? And you can go spit a whole bunch of bars, no verse, and just get out there real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people are like wave writers.
Yeah, exactly. Wave writers.
And I mean, if that's the type of artist you want to be, that's fine. Cool. But if you're trying to be a trend artist, guess what? Every time you put out a single, somebody gonna look, you're gonna be the artist that people already have some type of expectation on. And as time progresses, are you gonna be able to keep up with that expectation?
Right.
Them trends die so quick.
And trends come and go. So if you're a trend artist, you're gonna come and go.
Right, exactly.
So I like, for me, I've been learning to just be an artist, not just a rapper, but an artist.
Yeah.
So like, if I hear a beat and it's melodic and I'm vibing to it, I'm gonna make that.
Right.
If I hear a beat that got some rock essence to it and I'm vibing to it, I'm gonna make that. Like, if it's a pop rap song and it's beating, it's hitting, I can vibe to it, make a hook, I'm gonna make that.
Right.
Yeah, and then versatility is just key, man. That's another key thing. Being versatile, like literally, like when I make songs, I'll have a track and somebody be like, "Who's that on the verse? Who's that on the?" I love that. I love that about like my music, and I'd rather have that one song where people be like, "Oh, I gotta, maybe it'll grow on me." I love those type of songs. That's why I like making music personally, because it's like I'd rather have somebody be like, "Damn, it gotta grow on me." Then it hits them. They can feel me. You feel me, rather than me just trying to force some shit out.
True.
So what's your message to, you know what I'm saying, young Black artists who got that little stigma like, oh, I can't rap over a pop beat. That's some soft shit. I can't rap over a rock beat or EDM beat. Like, that's not Black shit. You feel me? It's got to be, you know what I'm saying, like our specific genre. It has to be R&B and rap for them to make genuine music to it. You know what I'm saying? What's your message to those artists who are kind of narrow-minded like that?
Bro,
they're only going to get so far, man.
And my message is, you're not trying to be where the money resides.
right. I seen DJ Mustard eat major in that field. You feel me? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, that's a perfect. I'm glad you brought him up. Think about his history. Him and YG got together, started the ratchet scene.
Yeah.
After the jerk era, you know, kind of died, he started the ratchet scene. Then now Mustard's working with fucking Jeremiah. He basically made LMA and created a whole new sound for her. Yeah. So it's like Mustard could have said, I'm just gonna make ratchet beats my whole life, but he wouldn't be where he at if he just didn't want to progress. So I feel like people need to, like, okay, it's okay to do what's popping, but also do what you need to do. Also do stuff that just sounds good in general. I think people are, like she said, scared to try shit because they have expectations. And like when I make the song, people like, damn, I didn't know you could rap on that type of beat. Oh damn, I thought you just make party music. I thought this, I thought that. So I'm like, I just, whatever sound good, I'm gonna make it.
And as an artist, you should be open to sounding different. And I say that because you never know, you might take off and who's another artist, like little pop artist, bro? Like a pop artist might hit you and be like, hey, I want to feature. Yeah. This could be a big ass feature and you just that ain't Black.
Or like for instance, we just talked about Sweetie. Sweetie just linked up with Paris Hilton.
Oh, yeah, that's an odd pair to ever come together and collab.
But my thing is, imagine if she had the mindset like, hell no, Paris ain't no hood bitch. She not Black. But do you know who the fuck Paris Hilton is? Right. Like, she's the Kim K before Kim K.
Yeah, you feel me?
So it's like, you know, when you have a mindset like that, you also are able to extend your brand as an artist.
Yeah, exactly. And you're bringing more people to you. So that's why my advice would be to keep your options open. Be willing to be versatile. Just be you. You feel me? Like that's what's gonna get you going. Sometimes people have that stigma because they're just following the trends.
And I would say right now, be different, because different clearly is the way. Yeah. So if you are different and you're not the average artist, stick with that shit. It may take you a little longer than the next nigga, but stick with that shit.
So what's your experiences like? Have y'all had some cool experiences working with people outside of, you know what I'm saying, the Black community, working with Hispanics or whites and doing different type of genre and products? What was that experience like? Because, you know, in the studio with Black people, we drinking, we smoking, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people bullshitting around, type of little things going on. So what's that experience like working with them?
I don't like extra bodies in the studio. I don't like people with bad energy. Oh, man. Right. I don't like people who are opinionated and it's not good. Like, you just got shit to say, like, all right, you can dip. So my experience is like, especially working outside of like Black people, you get to see a different perspective on like when you work with a person that's outside your race and they're working on hip-hop song, they be adding elements to songs that you wouldn't even hear because they're not normally listening to that music every day. Yeah. Versus like you work with a Black producer or somebody like that, and they're maybe have one idea because of what they're influenced by. Yeah. So I think working outside of your race or just different people in general that are not as like you are beneficial depending on who you work with.
Yeah, I had an experience. I got a track out with an artist from China, and he ended up coming down here. We networked. He had my stuff. It was like a show. It was about like a couple thousand people at this show. He playing my feature out there. Now them people, like, you know, they tapping in with me a little bit. So like that experience, it's cool to tap in, man. Like a China artist doing this. They call it, what is it, K-pop? They got their own little name for it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, I didn't mind. I was open. He asked me, I said, bro, let's do this feature. He performed it in front of, right before Corona, all that hit, he performing it, showing me the video, my verse going, they jumping and stuff. That shit was cool. That shit was cool. It's cool to tap in with and be diverse, man. A lot of people.
And it's crazy because like I be looking at my analytics and shit. It be people in Saudi Arabia listening to my music like, why are y'all listening to my
Oh,
fucking
me,
music.
yeah.
Yeah, man, you be
Yeah,
amazed,
great.
Or
man.
people,
Oh,
this dude
me.
inboxed me from Brazil, was like, I love your music. And
Yeah.
you know, it was a voice note, and I'm like, what the fuck? But thank you. Like,
Right. Shout out to my boy Rodrigo, man. He about to be my little co-host coming up soon. So I'm about to link with Brazil here in a bit. You know, the podcast about to go international for a hot little second, man. So
all right,
yeah, man. All these little
man.
different countries, man. You'll be surprised, man, who will tap into you. So that's just another thing for upcoming people who do podcasts, artists, producing, man. Hey, even when you got the littlest amount of followers, man, on me, you can really get a global, you know what I'm saying, audience. It ain't gonna always just be who couple homies gonna listen to me. I only got a couple people follow me, boom, boom, here. Hey, like if you really put your shit out, you stay to your hustle, you know what I'm saying? You stay to your craft, you stay to your style, man, people gonna listen to you, you know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about a lot of things. It's all about just sticking to the hustle and getting your grind off the ground. And once you do that, hey, you'll never know. Motherfuckers in Austria and all type of people start listening to you and tapping into you. And it's a crazy feeling, you know what I'm saying? When you thinking like you just a little nobody and you looking at your analytics like, what? Oh, okay. People really out here feeling me though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like my first single hit 80 countries.
Right. You feel me?
So I was looking at that shit like, what the fuck? Like 80 countries? Like niggas is fucking with this shit in 80 countries? Thank y'all. I don't know who y'all are, but
right. But they love it, American culture, man. That's a lot of things that people failing is that we really do got a market outside of United States. Like we really can be caking off these people. They love our entertainment. They love everything we produce. We one of the most creative motherfuckers
but
out.
them the motherfuckers buying shit. So
yeah, and they buying it, you know, while we over here trying to stream shit for free and all this other stuff, they really buying it. You know what I'm saying? They really want you to show up and do appearances.
China gonna buy your shit. Europe gonna buy your shit. Canada, they gonna buy your shit.
Right.
Niggas in the hood, they gonna down your shit for free.
Right. On me.
That shit ain't free. Show, man.
That's oh no, you feel me? That's why I was like, I would love to do Patreon,
no hate, no
but ain't nobody finna pay for shit. There's like, ain't nobody going on Patreon to pay for a damn thing. That's that hell man.
No. niggas buy blunts every day, but you can't go buy my little single for 99 cents on the
right or something.
Nigga.
You feel me? I'm just like,
damn,
hey, just put my shit in a shuffle. You know what I'm saying? Add me to one of y'all playlists so my shit can somehow get some little streams and go up. You feel me? That's all I need for right now.
Most definitely.
Hell yeah. Hey, but I appreciate y'all, man, being on the show. Go ahead and drop y'all handle, man, before we get on and get out of here.
Hey, man. Got it.
Oh, okay. Well, once again, y'all, Malone, independent recording artist on all platforms. You know, well, thank you for Compton. You know, my nigga Is Alondra podcast.
You already know. Got to bring some A-line reputables in here.
Right. Young Alondra Boulevard. You can find the kid at B_TIZZLE on Instagram. Vontae Malone on pretty much every, you know, social media. That's me, you dig. Holla at the kid.
Man. And shit, you got Breezy Ali. You feel me? The Instagram handle is BreezyAliofficial. You feel me? So y'all can tap in with me on there on all platforms as well. And I'm always willing to network. You feel me? So just tap in.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm definitely bringing them back as a guest, man, because I got another episode about, you know what I'm saying, artists that's dropping, like we was talking about, substance. Demand more from your artists. You know what I'm saying? All this one-dimensional shit is out. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool, but we need to start giving credit to artists that's versatile. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to start doing. I feel like you're going to really get out here and do your thing. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead and be a little versatile as you go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get your little profile together. And, you know what I'm saying, people going to feel that automatically. You know what I'm saying? Music is the key. And I'm going to continue to promote y'all all day. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love.
Likewise, man.
Same here, bro.
All day.
Thank you for being a real ass nigga.
all day. You feel me? And I'm gonna have this website popping off soon, so I'm gonna get with y'all with some business plans because y'all talking about y'all got future merch coming out, man. So I'm trying to create a website where I can go ahead and put that on there. You know what I'm saying? And we can do like some little discount. You know what I'm saying? Put EAP. You know what I'm saying? Get a 10%, 2% discount. Bam.
For real.
And we go and get that off. You feel me?
Your name?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so say, man, teamwork make the dream work and everything. So we have to put it together. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Most definitely.
Right. I feel it, man. Y'all stay up, man. Much love.
Appreciate you, man. You
too. Thank you, man. God bless, bro.
Y'all stay up.
All right, you too.
All right.